Greetings from the barn in northern Indiana. I've planned to be here for some retreat and sermon planning without anticipating that Florida would be hit by such a terrible storm. I have a little bit of survivor's guilt because I am here where the weather is around 61 degrees and it's beautiful out. Behind me is a barn that my grandparents built in the 1980s. The barn structure was already here, but they renovated into a home. As you can see, the windows are open and then their shutters look like barn doors. This place has been a place that's been important to my family for over 30 years, and my grandfather is buried at a cemetery near here. However, right behind me, right there, where my shoulder, is a tree that was planted in his memory. He died in 1989, and my grandmother sits up there right now as we speak, continuing to come out here. The important thing of me coming here was to retreat and do some sermon planning, but also to bring Grandma home on the airplane because my parents drive to come up here, and so they'll be driving home later on in the month of October. But she and I will fly out together, so I will accompany her. And the 80 acres is what the barn overlooks. So I'm gonna turn around in a circle and show the cameras. They won't get it really, but that's all farmland, 80 acres of soybeans this time, and it's about time for the harvest to happen. This place makes me feel very close to my grandfather who died when I was a young teenager. And it is a place of solace and solidarity with the land and the people who farm the land. And I enjoy coming up here. My heart is heavy this year because I left with a hurricane headed for the state of Florida. And so many are suffering in the heat and humidity in Florida. Aside from a few isolated exceptions, we were spared on the east coast of Florida. However, our brothers and sisters in churches on the Gulf Coast are suffering. Our bishop has laid out a path for us to be able to give to those churches, especially the ones the district superintendent of that Southwest district told me, she's a personal friend, that some of those churches had a lot of damage, but that won't meet their $50,000 deductible, and they'll still need to repair and move on and move forward. And as a conference, we can come together and help them do that. And so the bishop has put together a way to fund the relief for churches that were affected by Hurricane Ian. And the churches, in turn, are what is giving relief to people in the community. And that's what we hope to happen. So I would encourage you on behalf of not only my friend who is the district superintendent there in the Southwest, but also on behalf of United Methodists in that area to please give. And I'll be with you all next week for the blessing of the animals. God bless you.